So here I am at 7 o'clock in the morning. Actually, it's more like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm watching the History for Granite guy, who does actually pretty decent videos. He gets access to lots of great images. I recommend you watching his stuff. However, keep in mind that his entire mindset is that he believes in the tomb dogma. So he'll say things like, well, it doesn't make sense why they built it this way if they were worried about protecting the goods, and why the king would have did it. Just it anyway. You'll get that. So he directed in this video to the GIZA, the Harvard hosted project, which you can go and look at. But when I came across this image, and I was sitting there, I'm like, wait a second. If I imagined a liquid coming down here and flowing, it would flow into this ravine and out into what would have been the Nile. And I'm like, that can't be right, because it can't be the way I understand the system to work. But when we look at reality, you can see where I suggest, what is it? These would be the three things. Right here, you can even see kind of the ridge line of where it would have come, and it would have pooled right here and then spilled over into the Sphinx. This pool is separate. You can't really see it from here. If you go and drop a Google guy right about here, you can see that there's a raised section here. So the pool here, actually, I think it ran down here and over. But when you walk this area, when you take sorry, I got the camera in the wrong spot. When you walk this area, you can see that this is a pool right in here on this side of this raised channel. And there's this separate pool over here that houses the, wherever it exactly is, I should mark it. It's probably this one right here. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's that guy, which is the Osiris shaft. It isn't actually labeled on here, but it is one of these openings to the side. It's either that one or this one. It would, but either way, it's about there in line. Could even be this one. Oops. That is annoying. Anyway, I guess that would round it up. Saying that, although when you look at images and stuff, you really can't trust all the drawings. You kind of sometimes have to look at the real thing, otherwise your mind will see something that isn't there. This shows a ravine between the two of them. That's not there. And some of the other images I was looking at throughout this whole thing are sketches that give inaccurate information, and even their model, they have a CAD model, and it has the layout inaccurate from the actual structure. It would be great if they took this same thing and wrapped it with actual images from the structure, like using a 3D camera and stuff. That would greatly improve upon this and get people to be able to actually explore the structure that is actually there, instead of the structure that people fabricate to fit the tomb dogma. Although it is still a great site. They have great images, and like I was saying, the history guy, do I have it here? I was looking at one of his other videos here. He gets access to, you can see how slow my computer is, and avoid this commercial. Anyway, we'll come back to that one after the commercial's over. Well, that's about all. I hope that as time goes, we can actually get I would love to have a working model, but in CAD if I had to, but to show that this was the whole, all of them together, the whole plateau is a system. This whole thing. Yeah, there you go. Speed of my machine. Embarrassing, right? Probably working on must be a Pentium. All about the Pentium. Anyway, I gotta go. You have a great day.